Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sequoia Lending right here. So again, it is Christmas is around the corner. We are very excited about this time, but what we are more excited about is our platform, and we can see in 2024, which is about to come, one more weeks away from 2024, it will be our year. Sequoia has been in the market since quite a while, but we're actually running this platform starting at this year. January 1st, 2023 was the first day that we launched our platform. And this year, the entire year, was just more like test out the water, test out what's going on out there, how people react to our platform. And through all this learning and try and error, we're trying to fine tune our platform, fine tune our compensation plan, fine tune our product, most importantly, so that more and more agents can stay on the platform and can see the value of this. So for the longest time, we have been looking for products that can bring onto the Sequoia platform so that agents can sell the product much easier. So as you can see, the Sequoia platform is actually transform itself from a traditional commercial lending company, which we start off with fix and flips, multifamilies, things like this. Okay. And merging into construction loans, developments, lands, apartments, retail, so on and so forth. And all those are related to commercial real estates. And about 3 or 4 years ago, we slowly transitioned or add more product onto our platform into business funding, term loans, working capitals, equipment loans, so on and so forth. But because the fact that we are working with so many different clients, that they are pretty much all of our clients are in business. So it makes a lot of sense for us to actually merge into providing services for business service as well. So for example, like cost segregations, business credits, ERCs, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, Sequoia is actually transitioned itself from just a commercial lending company to a business consulting company that we can provide many, many, many solutions, not necessarily just funding, but many solutions for our clients. And that is what we promise to do. So I think right now is the perfect time for us to talk about what our platform is and what can you really make out of this platform. I see a lot of people join us. Okay. A lot of people join us. But the reality is that I don't see a lot of people actually making money. I always see the same people making money, regardless how big the check is. But the rest of the people, I think what happened is that they still do not see it yet. I'm not saying that you don't know the value of it, but what I'm saying is that you might not even see the value of Sequoia's platform. So before I jump into it, I would love to use this story. I learned this from Mo. Okay, I learned this from Mo. So he taught me one thing. He said, "Alan, why are you driving up here? How many red cars do you see?" So I use the same. I ask the same questions to all of us. How many people in this room, honestly, okay, if you drove out today, how many red cars did you see today? And I'm going to pause right here. Help me out. Type in the number in the checkbox. How many you see? One, two. You don't know. You forgot. Give me an honest
I
opinion.
don't know. I don't know.
You
Let's
don't
see.
know, right? How about
I
the
don't
rest of?
know.
What about you guys? How many? How many red cars do you see? At least three. Okay, good. At least three.
It
So
was raining too hard. I was trying to concentrate on driving instead of wrecking.
concentrate on driving. Okay, okay, great. None. Okay, Benji said two. Okay, good. Absolutely. And okay, great.
Three.
Three, two, great. Man, you guys are paying attention to the road. That's absolutely great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I bet probably at least find none so far, maybe two. Okay, great. All right, let's start right here. So what if, like Mo said, what if I change the other subject? What if I saying that, hey, for every red car that you see, I give you $100. Now, how many red cards do you see?
10,
How many,
20,
how many red cards do you want to see? 100, 100,
100.
100. Okay, great.
100.
Fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. This
A
is
million.
I'm a million. Absolutely. Why not? Right? Why not? Absolutely. So this is what I'm talking about, because a lot of us is actually sitting on a gold mine, but because there's no dollar sign attached to it, a lot of us have no idea the potential that you can actually make through commercial lending. So what I'm going to share with you today is I'm going to give you a very, very simple principle. It's called the power of one. I learned this theory, or I learned this principle when I started my career. So when I started my career, one of my mentors told me, he said, hey, Alan, you are now in business. If you have a job, how many of us in this room right here has a job? Just type in job, okay? I want to see how many of us have a job right here. I do. Benji does. Okay, got it. Job. Okay, just two. The rest of the people. Okay, I own a job. Beautiful. Okay, job. Okay, great. Very good. Very good. A lot of people have a job. So when you have a job, always remember that is just a temporary place for you to be in. You're not supposed to be in that job for the rest of your life. When you have a job, you are actually renting your time for someone else who is willing to pay you $10, $20, $30, $40 an hour. You're renting your time to someone else. Someone else actually controls your time. That is why you have to have a business. Now, many of us, including myself, when I started my business, I had a job. At that time, I worked for a company called Lockheed Martin. And later on, I joined the United States Navy. Okay. But I always have that thought in my mind, what am I going to do when I grow up? What am I going to do when I grow up? So when you have a business, regardless what that business is, you always treat that business as your full-time income earner. Even though you earn $1 a day, or you only earn $100 a month, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to build your business. So you treat your part-time income, you treat your full-time job as a part-time income. You treat your part-time business, which most of us are right now, you treat your part-time business as your full-time income, regardless what that full-time income is. In your mind, you're supposed to know that at some time, one day, your full-time income or your part-time job will replace your full-time job right now. So you don't need your job anymore. So how do you do that? And a lot of us are feeling comfortable. When I have a job, okay, when you have a job, you have a consistent income coming in every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you get a paycheck. Every 2 weeks, you get a paycheck. You're already accustomed to that paycheck. So for a lot of the people, when they start to build a business, their mind is actually limited to what they make. If you make $100,000 a year, all you can think about is that, oh, okay, when I build a business, probably most I can make is $100,000. If your income is $65,000 a year and you limit yourself, okay, that's when I build a business, I'm making my limit, you box yourself at $65,000. But however, the reality is the sky is the limit. Nobody ever limits you how much you can make. But however, you do have to discipline yourself. Every single day, you need to do something. So when I built my company, when I started my career, my mentor told me one thing, Alan, in order for you to become a millionaire, you have to have 1 point a day. You have to generate 1 point a day. What is 1 point a day? A 1 point a day means that you either recruit one person or you have one sale. You need to see results. You have to do something to build your business. You have to have 1 point a day. Okay, so that is what he taught me. So now, what I want to share with you is that how can you build 1 point a day in Sequoia? So now, of course, I see many of you already joined our business for a long time now. Remember one thing. If people ask you, what do you do? Don't tell them that I'm an engineer. Don't tell them I'm a scientist. Don't tell them that whatever your job is, that is your job. Okay. If people ask you what you do, let them know that I lent money for living. I learned that from Mo also. I lent money for living. I'm a commercial loan consultant. I
sell money. I sell money for a living.
You sell money for a living.
I sell money for a living.
Sell money for a living. Absolutely. So again, put yourself into that position. In commercial lending, in Sequoia, we have so many different products. We have the real estate products, 1 to 4 unit. A lot of people ask me, hey, Alan, what should I focus on to make money in this company? If you looked at our product page, currently right now we have 23 different products and services on our website right now. Every single one of those products can make you $1 million. You have to choose what is the best for you. I don't know what is the best for you. Easy for me to sell does not mean that easy for you to sell. You have the experience. However, Sequoia Platform will be adding more and more and more product and services onto our platform so that you have more and more options for you and your client. But the reality is that you have to start at somewhere. Whether you start with 1 to 4 unit investment property, fix and flip, multifamily, I don't care. When I started it, I started at 1 to 4 units because everybody understands what 1 to 4 unit is. It's easy for people to understand. Okay, it's easy for people to understand. I start at 1 to 4 unit, and from 1 to 4 unit, then I move to fix and flips. Then I move to commercials, for example, like retails, multifamily, so on and so forth. I'm focusing on. Okay. Somebody's excited. Okay. So again, I focus on something, it's residential. Residential, 1 to 4 unit, mixed use apartments with residential, easy to remember. And then I slowly venture into other commercial space. Now we have people in the company that focusing on equipment. I probably already heard of him, a gentleman called Steve Flynn, right? So he did a training for us. He focused on equipment. He does not do anything but equipment. He can fund between 2 to 5 deals a month. 2 to 5 deals a month equivalent to approximately between $8,000 to $30,000 a month. That is how much he's making right now. He's just focusing on equipment. So you choose what you wanted to do. But the reality is a lot of us never been into this field, never know what commercial lending is all about. And no matter which product, they're all very difficult for them to sell, which I totally understand. A lot of us saying that, hey, I don't even know who I can talk to. Yes, the realtor referred me something, a deal, but I don't know. I cannot get to the main person that actually can make the decision. How can I get to them? How can I get to them? So now the opportunity is here. If you do this thing right, you're focusing on the following product that I'm about to share with you. Just this product alone, I truly, truly, truly believe that making 6-digit income a year is no-brainer. And through this particular product, you can open up a lot of doors for yourself. So approximately year and a half ago, well, I say 2 years ago, there was a product that came out. It's called Paycheck Protection Program. It's called PPP. It was a program that authorized by the federal government and help business owners to give them money so that they can keep their business open. They can still hire employee. Paycheck Protection Program, protecting the employee that they will continue to have a paycheck. So through that program, we were able to reach thousands of business owners. And now all of a sudden, before they were so focusing on how am I going to go through this COVID? How am I going to get through this COVID? Now we were able to get in front of them and telling them that, hey, I have a program right here that can give you money. It's called PPP. And because of that program, we had we were able to open up a lot of doors. But that program was gone. It was no more. Okay. And for the longest time, people keep asking me, are there any other program like this? Are there any other program like this? Boom. Guess what? About a year and a half ago, another program came out. It's called ETC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. It's on our platform. It's on our platform. And we have agents that through ERTC that they make so much money. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars just through ERTC. However, ERTC is for what? ERTC is for people that has a business. For example, business restaurant owners, grocery stores, so on and so forth. But that is only for people that own a business. However, there's still a huge group of people that has not yet been touched, which is the self-employed. How many 1099 people do you know? How many real estate agent, loan officers, insurance agent, and all these people that running they do not own a business, but they are a contractor? Do you know? Now there is a program that came out. And we launched that program last Wednesday. It's called SETC, Self-Employed Tax Credit. Self-Employed Tax Credit. Now, who can qualify for something like this? Anybody, okay? Anybody, any self-employed that files Schedule SE. SE stands for Self-Employed Tax Credit, tax, self-employed tax in 2020 and 2021. And they are affected by COVID. Now, when we say affected by COVID, not meaning that you got sick. Of course, if you got sick, you can claim the tax credit back. What if somebody that you live together, your spouse, your loved one, your kids, your moms, your parents, whoever that live together with you, and when they got sick, when they got COVID, what happened to the family member? We all have to stay put. We all have quarantine for at least 2 weeks. Am I correct saying that? Now you are qualified again. How about you have kids that because of school closing due to COVID, they cannot go to school and they have to stay home and you have to take care of them. Now, if your kid are 13, 14, it might be better. But what if you have little babies? Now they cannot go back to a kindergarten. They cannot go to their nanny. They have to stay home, and you have to stay home and take care of them. And because of that, you are not able to go to do your business or do your work, whatever that might be. And now you can still claim the tax back. So as long as a 1099 person, now what if somebody that have W-2 and 1099, can you qualify? Yes, absolutely, you can qualify. So as long as you make $15,000 a year, you are qualified. You can apply. So literally over here in the United States, there are over 50 million people in the country right now that is qualified to get SETC. 50 million. Now, don't tell me that you don't know where they are. There's so many real estate agent, loan officers, insurance, you name it. There's so many people out there like that. Freelancers, graphic designers, photographers. All these people are qualified to get SETC, self-employed tax credit. Now, if you want to know the detail of this program, we did a training last Wednesday. It's on our YouTube channel already. Go there and watch it. But what I'm going to share with you is that how can you utilize this just one program to get to $100,000 a year? So let's talk about our commission first. You need to know how we get paid, okay? So for this type of program, the maximum that the agent is going to, not the agent, the insurance company is going to charge. I say insurance company. Why would I say that? It's the CPA company will charge is up to $1,500. Okay, $1,500. So this is how it breaks down. There are two categories. The first one is the sickness, either personal sickness or family member sickness. And if you want to amend that tax year, it's $500 per year. 2020, you sick. 2021, your wife got sick, and both of you got quarantined. So if you file 2020 and 2021, maximum is $1,000. Now, if you have kids that cannot go to school, it's a family credit. So again, for this one, they add another 200, they charge an extra $250 per year. So if you just file 1 year, it's $750. And if they file both year, and the maximum that they charge is $1,500. So let's just use the $1,500 to do the calculation. How much do we get as Sequoia company? We get 40% of that $1,500. So which means that we will get $600 coming into the company for every single clients who we charge the maximum fees. Okay. So now, how much do you make? I suggest you to go to YouTube and watch our Comp Plan 6.0. Okay. Again, Comp Plan 6.0. In the Comp Plan 6.0, it tells you this, that you as the agent, you make 46% of whatever you bring in. Now, this is not just this particular product. It's talking about everything that you bring in. It could be fix and flip, multifamily, whatever that might be. But for this one, $600 for 46%, you are at what? $276 per clients that you bring in. So now let's talk about the power of one. What am I talking about? Now, before I do that, again, I want to put out a disclaimer. Nowhere we're guaranteeing that you will make this money. If you do not put in any effort into it, you're not going to make anything. So whatever I'm going to share with you in this example is for example illustration purpose only. Okay. Now, obviously, you can make more than this, and I'm going to show you how. So let's talk about the power of one. Now, we mentioned that we know 50 million, there are 50 million people out there can qualify for something like this. I want you to make a list. Realtors, loan officers, designers, restaurants, freelancers, trainers, you name it. All these people are in 1099. And if you don't know who they are, go to your Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever that might be. Make a post. We already posted on Facebook. You can copy and paste, saying that, hey, if you are 1099 self-employed, I can help you to get up to $32,000 from the federal government. Now, this is not a loan. This is the credit return, credit refund. And when they get the money back, they don't have to pay back to the government. So now let's do an example. What if you just bring in one client a week? Can you do that? Can you bring one client a week? You don't need to sell anything. You just let them know that, hey, I have this program out here. Just one client a week. What is the result? Look at the number right here. One client a week, 4 weeks a month. So each month, your income it will be $1,100, $1,104 to be exact. That's just 1 month. You times that by 12. In 2024, your income will be at $13,000, increased by $13,000, whatever the job that you have. A lot of people saying that, well, where can I find one client a week? And I mentioned it to you already. They are out there all over the place. Go to Chamber of Commerce. How many of you joined a networking company? I mean, not networking, networking events such as BNI. How many of you belongs to associations? Now is the time for you to plug into all those associations. Just one client a week. You don't need to sell. You don't need to present out. Remember, you are not a CPA. I already see a lot of people asking me, hey, Alan, which page of the tax return I need to see? Please do yourself a favor. You are not a tax accountant. Do not give out any tax advice to your client. Just let them know that, hey, there's a program out there. All you have to do just to go to this link, fill out this form, submit the application, submit the tax return to the CPA firm, and they will review and give you the proposal. They have over 500 professionals out there in working with all of our clients, and they can support you. If you speak Spanish, no problem, go up there. If you speak Chinese, no problem, just let them know. Again, you as the agent do not sell anything, period. And that is what my suggestion to you. Do not sell anything, and you don't need to sell anything. All you have to do, just if you are happy enough, one client a week. Power of one. Now your income increased by $13,000 in 2024. How many of you think that you can do something like this? How about this? How about let's do one a day? How about you do one a day? Now we all know one, $276, $260 times 5. Saturday and Sunday you don't work, you just times 5. So that one a day becomes $1,380 a week. Can you see yourself making $1,300 a week? And that is $5,520 a month. You times that by 12, all of a sudden, you have an income of $66,000. Now, I believe $66,000 to a lot of people, this is a full-time income. That is how you can replace your job. A lot of people think that it takes me a long time. How can I replace my income? I'm making $60,000 a year. I'm making $50,000 a year. This is the chance. If you do this thing right in 1 year, just by yourself, now you got to work hard. It's no kidding. You bring in one client a day. That is 260 clients a year. Okay, without Saturday and Sunday, we don't count. That is 260 clients a year. Now, the reality is we already have people that bring in 10, 20 clients a day right now. And think about this. What if you bring in 10 clients a day? That is $2,760 a day. That is sick. And you times that by 5, you're talking about $10,000 a month. Now, a lot of people saying, hey, Alan, this is so ideal. Yes, it is ideal. This is a formula. What if you don't make $66,000 a day, a year? What if you only make 50% of it? Would $33,000 increase in your income still good? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that is what I call the power of one. Just one client, you choose. It could be one client a week. Don't choose one client a month, please. Okay? You can do a lot better than that. No matter, I don't care how busy you are. Bring in one client a week. Everybody can do. Everybody can do. I would suggest you start to calling your realtors, calling the people that you got to have a realtor. You got to have an insurance agent, right? You got to know a barber who cutting your hair. You got to know your CPA. You got to have a CPA. You got to know a doctor. So at least you know 5 people already. So that is the power of one. Now, what if you're not just doing this thing by yourself? Sequoia is not, I keep saying that, hey, Sequoia, we are here to disrupt the commercial lending industry. Just by 1 or 2 people, we are not able to disrupt that industry. We need a massive army of people. And we have more and more people interested to sign up to our platform. So what if utilizing this is the perfect product for us to go out there to build a team. This is the perfect product. Why? Because I bet you all these 1099 people, the real estate agent that you talk to, I bet you he or she also know a lot of 1099 in his network. What if you bring him onto the platform and allow him to do the exact same thing and you take the override? What would that look like? So let me give you another power of one. All you need is just one team member. All you needed to do just to recruit one team member, and that's it. You stop. You don't do anything at all. So what is it? So let me show you. Remember, on our comp plan, again, if you don't remember what our comp plan looks like, go back to comp plan 6.0. Go back to comp plan 6.0. And you know, on the first level, your override is 10%. So what is 10% of the $600? Is $60. So whatever your direct sponsor does, you make $60 out of him or her. So let's look at the number again. Number talks, right? So just like the red car. When I ask you how many red cars do you see, I bet you a lot of people don't know. But now if I say, hey, I give you $100, now all of a sudden somebody sees 1,000,000 red car out there. So now I give you a number, $60 per client that your downline bring in. So let's look at the number. So in this case, you and your team, you're all lazy together. Each one of you just bring in one client a week. You and your team, just 2 people, 1 client a week. So what happened? So now you make $276 a week plus the $60 override. So what happened? Now that weekly income becomes $336. And you times 4, that is $1,344 a month. You times that by 12, now you are at $16,000. $16,000 versus what? 13,000. Am I correct saying that? So now you're at $16,000 with just 2 people team. 1 client a week. And each one of you do 1 client a week. Let's make something fun, right? So let's say, what if we do both of you are very hardworking and bring in 1 client a day. Look at this, 1 client a day, that is 336 times 5 days a week. So that is $1,680 a week. You times that by 4. Now your income is $6,720. You times that by 12. You got $80,000. Can you replace your full-time income right now with $80,000? Just 2 people. All you have to do just to focus in on and submit 260 clients each. I believe you can. That is how we expand our business. That's how you actually utilize a platform, utilize a system to change your life. I did a presentation a long time ago. I don't know, I think it's about a year ago. I talked about different ways to generate income. Okay? The first way, the very, very first level, at the very bottom, for you to make money is through your what? Through your strength, physical strength. When we were young, we all been through it. When we were young, we walk in McDonald's, we deliver newspapers. We do all kind of, we mop the floor, we clean, we mow someone else's lawn, we clean the carpet. It purely based on our physical strength to generate income. That is the very, very bottom level of making money in the human society chain. Now, what is the second level? The second level is what? To use your what? To use your knowledge to generate income. That is why a lot of people go to school. You get different degrees. You get your bachelor's degrees, you get your master's degree, you get your doctor's degrees. Now you get all kinds of certifications, so on and so forth. You're all based on your own self-strength, your knowledge. Now, a lot of people make a lot of money at this level. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, people who has a job, high-paid job, they stay at this level. And unfortunately, a lot of people stay at this level and they never go up to the next few levels. Because once you get into this level, you feel comfortable. Now, all you think about is that, hey, how can I add more values to myself so I can have a higher salary? That's why we keep going back to school, keep going back to school, keep going back to school. So this is the second level. What is the third level? The third level is called use your money to make money. Use your money to make money. Now that is why we start to invest our money. Put our money into 401k, put our money into IRA. Now we start buying stocks, mutual funds, and some of us start purchasing real estate. So the goal is that when we purchase all these investment products, this investment product is going to grow and keep paying me back so that one day, I don't have to work anymore. I have income coming from my investments. Now, many people, when they are working, they also invest and get to a certain level when their investment income can replace their work, their salary. Now they quit. Now they have a business. I see a lot of people purchasing real estate while they work, purchasing real estate, and now all of a sudden they accumulated 10, 15, 20 properties, and now they start to managing those properties, and now all of a sudden they get themselves into too busy and they quit their job. They don't need that anymore. And now they have their system, their business working for them. So that is the third level, is to use your what? Use your money to work for you. Now, what is the next one? The next one is what I call use your credit to make money. When I say credit, one is personal credit. Now, when you go out there to buy a house, if you have a good credit, you don't need to put down a lot of money. The bank is willing to give you money. The investor is willing to give you money to put into that real estate. Now, of course, if you are a businessman, if you have good credit as a person or a business, now a lot of institutions, a lot of banks willing to give you the money to open up another business. And that's what happened here, commercial lending, right? So one of the things that we talked about is that, hey, when you get money, you have to have a credit. So there's another training that I did. It's called the rule of the game. In the rule of the game, I talked about 5 C's. And one of the C is credit. You use your credit to make money. The next level is what? Is to use a system to make money. A system to make money. Regardless you like it or not, when you plug into that system is running for you, you will make money. Just like a McDonald's. We all use this example. A lot of people say, okay, fine, McDonald's. McDonald's is a system. I don't care if you are an 18-year-old kid or you are 80-year-old a man. It does not matter. As long as you plug into the system and the burger will come out. That is what I'm talking about here in Sequoia. We are building a system to disrupt the commercial lending industry. Not only we disrupt the commercial lending industry, we also disrupt your earning abilities. A lot of us right now earning is based on a job. You need to disrupt it. You need to break it out. But how can you break it out? For the longest time, we are scratching our heads. How can I replace my $50,000 income? How can I replace my $60,000 income? How can I replace my $100,000 income? This is it. When you have the right product with the right platform, you can break it through very, very easily. Very, very easily. And you just need to have the gut to go out there to actually do it. Now, a lot of the people, they're not making, or they're not able to make it. It's not because they don't have the talent. It's they're scared. They're scared to try. They're afraid of losing. They're afraid to talk to people. One thing that I tell you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of life. Let life afraid of you. Listen one more time. Don't be afraid of life. Let life afraid of you. Plug into the system and you will see the change. So again, what if you don't make $80,000? What if you only make 50% of it? That's still $40,000, ladies and gentlemen. What if you only make 10% out of it? There's still an increased income of $8,000 in a year. Can you get an $8,000 increase in your a year in your job? Probably not. Probably not. So now, what if you are not just having one consultant? You bring in one consultant a month. This month, you bring in John Smith. Next month, you bring in Mary Doe. Again, power of one. What I'm trying to share with you is that you got to be consistent. If you tell yourself that, hey, I want to just stick with one, okay, don't just do one. One a day. one a week. So now when you recruit person, you build a team, you bring in one person, you say, okay, I just want to bring in one person a month. Okay, fine. Consistent. Bring in one person a month. In 1 year, you will have 12 people. So let's say what the number looks like, just for the fun of it, right? So now let's say you have 2 people. And same thing, each one of you just do one deal a week. So now in this case, your income, your weekly income increased to $396 a week. You times that by 4, your income becomes $1,584 a month. You times that by 12, you're close to $20,000 income for 2024. $20,000. Just the 3 of you, each one of you just do one a week. One a day. One a day. Now you are making $2,000, close to $2,000 a week, close to $8,000 a month, close to $100,000 a year, ladies and gentlemen. Is it worth your time? Absolutely. Absolutely. For those of us who would like to really place your job, I bet a lot of us, we already heard this term over and over and over again, saying that I'm sick and tired with sick and tired. But what are you going to do? Yes, you're sick and tired with sick and tired, but do you have the gut to get out? Do you have a system to get out? Do you have a platform for you to plug into actually see that money? Now I'm putting the money in front of you. I'm giving you a mark, $276 per person that you bring in. You have to, just between the 3, just the 3 of you, 3 stooges, right? Just the 3 of you, your personal income, you're looking at approximately $100,000 a year. But that's not the end. But what if your team like this? Can you imagine your team is like this? We just came back from Chicago, from Mo's training, from Mo's meeting. In that meeting, there's over close to 100 people in that meeting. Just one meeting, one day, 100 people. And now many of them are signing up. That is not just 3 people. Most teams are just like this. Can you imagine your team like this? Now, how many people you need to bring in? Not many. Right here, you just see 4. And from those 4, each one of them is going out there to do their own thing. And all of a sudden, you have a team of people that out there that producing for you. Now, it will be difficult. A lot of saying that, hey, I don't know what this commercial thing is all about, but how about this sexy product? It's easy. We are not selling anything. We're giving back money to the 1099s. We are giving back money to Americans. We are giving back the money to the society. You are giving back money. And don't tell me that you cannot even give back money. This is our business, guys. Now, but the truth is this. This product is not a long-term product. We all know that. But this product is going to help you to get out of your job. But most importantly is for you to get out of your job and to build a business. This product, you are able to talk to a lot of people that you would not, otherwise you didn't have a chance to talk to. If you are an insurance agent, you go to them saying that, hey, let me sell you on the insurance policy. If you're a real estate agent, you go to them and say, hey, let me sell your house. I bet you a lot of people nowadays is not interested to hear what you have to sell. The economy is not the same anymore. They don't have any interest to hear what you have to sell them. But what if you can go to them saying that, hey, let me help you to get your money back. Let me help you to get money in your pocket, up to $32,000 per person. Do you think that they will listen? And better yet, let them know that, hey, we are in commercial lending. Many of these people, they are professionals. They already have people that need commercial lending. I keep always saying in my presentation, I always talked about 1.3 million real estate agent, 1.2 million insurance agent, 330,000 loan officers, 660,000 CPA. Just these 4 are 3.5 million professional in the United States of America. And they all have people who need commercial lendings. You scratch your head, how am I going to recruit them? Now you don't recruit them. You go out, let them know that, hey, I have a better deal for you. I give you money. And better yet, why don't you join me and you make that money? You claim your own tax back. Do you think that they will say yes at least? Or do you think that they will at least listen to you? And that is the door opener, guys. This is the power of one that I'm talking about. 1 point a day keeps poverty away. That is what I learned from my mentor. 1 point a day keeps poverty away. That is the truth. That is the reality. And I'm share with you my secret right here. Now, do you see red cars? You don't just see one. You see many, 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 many of them right now. Now, don't just see it. Go out there, capture them. Let them know what we are trying to do right here. Okay, guys, so that is all I have for you. So I hope that you can see what the potential is for 2024. Our goal as a company, by the end of 2024, we will have 3,000 agents on our platform. And I truly believe just because of this, we can reach out to so many agents out there. So it's totally up to you. What are you going to do? Your call. So that's all I have for everybody. Thank you so much. Now let's open up the ground. Let's open up the floor. Any questions, suggestions, comments? Let's jump in.
Hey,
Alan, I have a quick question.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
$15,000 is net income or is a gross?
Gross. Gross income.
Thank you.
Yep. Again, don't give tax advice to your client. Okay? Even though you give them the right advice, they might come back and bite you saying that you say something wrong. So my suggestion is always tell them, hey, it doesn't hurt for you to apply. You're not going to pay anybody until you see an actual proposal. The CPA firm is willing to do the free work for you. Once you see, this is what I learned. Once you answer one question for them, they will ask you the second one. They will ask you the third one, and they will ask you the fourth one, and you don't know how to answer, and they will think that you're not for real. I don't believe in you. They will go somewhere else. So my suggestion to everybody, if you're not a CPA right here in this room, do not attempt to answer any tax questions. Just guide them to your website, have them to fill out the form, let them know that a professional CPA is going to talk to you.
I
Okay?
have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Who's this?
Gigi,
Hey, Gigi, how are you?
good. So the fee, does it come out of once some determination is made about what kind of money they get back?
I'll say it one more time. I'm sorry.
The fee, I'm trying to understand how the fee comes out. Does it come out? So say somebody's supposed to get back $30,000. Before they get it, we take that 1,500 or whatever, that's the fee from
Okay.
that. How
So
that
this is
works?
how it works. They submit the documentations to the lender. Not to the lender. They submit the documentations to the CPA firm. CPA is going to review it, do the work, do the amendment, and now they come up with a proposal, tell the client saying that, hey, your file is ready to file to IRS. You are getting back 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever that might be. If you are willing to move forward, here's the link for you to pay my fee, $1,500. If you pay the fee, then they will submit the package to IRS, and all they have to do is just to wait for the check. Now, again, this is not a loan; it's an amendment to their tax. So they will, if the CPAs do it right, they will get their money back. And also, the CPA is going to guarantee at least 5 years. There's no IRS is not going to come back to audit their tax because of this. So they put their name on the paper. So now they have to pay the $1,500 before the package go to IRS. If they decide not to pay for it, then nothing happened. They would just sit still. Now, why are we doing this? It's because $1,500 is not much money. We run into a lot of issue in for the PPP and also for ERTC that people got their money. They claim that they're going to pay back but they never pay the service fee. And when they do not pay the service fee, you and I do not get paid. Nobody get paid. So again, it's impossible for the CPA firm to go back saying that, hey, yeah, you signed a contract with me. If you don't pay me, I'm going to sue you for $1,500. Really? Most likely they won't do anything about this. So again, to reduce any trouble in the future, it's just like a retainer fee with the attorney. They take the fees, they submit the IS, just like when you do a tax with your CPA, right? When you do a tax with your CPA is going to ask you to pay the fee. Okay.
Understood.
All right, Sabrina.
Hi, Alan. So question.
Yes, ma'am.
What happens if you are a 1099, you're self-employed 1099, and you made, let's say $50,000, but then on your 1099 you made 50,000, but on your tax return, once you finish your write-offs, you didn't have anything, you had zero. Do you not qualify?
Again, you need to have positive income first, right? So the thing that I understand, again, I'm not a CPA. My understanding is that as long as you pay self-employed tax,
Okay.
now you can claim back. Now, how much can you claim back? Obviously, let the CPA to decide. But as long as you pay self-employed tax, you are supposed to be able to claim them back.
Okay.
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 Anyone else?
Yeah, Adam, this is Benny.
Yes, sir.
Where can we find this information?
Online. Just do a search on SETC. SETC. You will see the government website. Just do a search on SETC, IRS, government, something like this. You will see it online. Okay.
In the back office?
No, not the back office. Online. You go to internet. You just do a Google search.
Okay.
Okay.
And will I find some example of a dialogue to follow, or what to say when you approach a, say, realtor? And what would I say when I approach him about this?
Well, different people have different ways. So for me, it's pretty straightforward. The first thing that I would do is to talk to all the people that I know that is in that business. I talk to all my realtors, loan officers, very simple. All I have to do is just to call them out. Hey, John, I have a program right now that can help you to claim back $32,000, up to $32,000. Would you be interested to apply? And if saying that, oh, what is it? How is it? What is this thing is all about? Let them know that, hey, why don't you do this? Go to my website and all the information is on the website. So again, this is what you do. You point them to your website. They go to the SETC link, fill out some information. And when they click submit, now they will go to the main page. There's a video to explain to them what it is. There's a whole bunch of information right there to explain what it is, who can qualify for, what are the days, all the detail that they need to know. So again, your job is to point them to your website. And all you have to do to tell them is, personally, I do not like to sell this kind of stuff. I will let them know that, hey, there's a government program, which is true. I can help you to get up to $32,000 for your tax credit, to claim back your tax credit.
Okay, so if a client you approach has already been approached about the ERC, what would, they kind of rejected this program, we just give it up?
Well, again, there are 50 million people out there. If one person say no to you, move to the next one.
I mean, if they claim that the ERC was a hindrance to them, then
move on to the next one. We cannot help everybody. Honestly, a lot of people at the end of PPP, we funded over thousands of PPP. And at the end of the PPP, when the PPP stopped, closed, the door is closed, I still have clients saying that, Alan, this is a scam. I don't believe it. It's okay. No problem. There are 50 million people out there like that. So Benji, I see your hand.
Yeah. Alan, is the 1,500 deducted from the proceeds, or do they have to pay?
They have to pay upfront. They have to, not upfront, they have to pay when the proposal is done.
Okay.
Okay.
What if, yeah, well, what is there other option that if they don't have the 1500?
Put on a credit card. $1,500 on a credit card is not much. Oh, come to Sequoia, get a loan. I can give them a loan. If they have a business,
Oh.
I can cash out from their business. If they have real estate, I cash out from their real estate. I give them a loan. See, now you got two business. Now you got two loans now.
I see. Yeah, I have
Okay,
a client
is
like
what-
that right now.
That is
That's a
Sequoia's.
great idea.
That is what Sequoia is all about, right? I give him a loan.
Is that personal loan?
Hmm.
Personal loan. That's what the gap funding is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Ask them to apply for gap funding. Okay,
All right.
Edgar,
Can you hear me, sir?
I hear you well, sir.
Okay, great. Good to see you again. It's been a long time. I've been busy, but I got a quick question in reference to the application. I'm looking at it online on my portal. And if we need some guidance in order to fill out some of the information there on the portal, is there someone that can help us fill out some of that information?
Yeah, yes. After you fill out the portal, when you get into the portal, do you see something called contact? Okay, you click on contact and you type in the messages, whatever you want to ask for, and the staff will reach out to you and guide you through exactly what you need to do. Now, if you need language support, so for example, let's say if you need the Spanish support, so in the message box, just type in Spanish, and the Spanish speaking staff will reach out to the client. And if you type in Chinese, a Chinese client will be there. If you type in Korean, a Korean staff will be there. So again, everything is in the back office.
Because I'm looking at the form right now, and I am at the very beginning. It says onboarding wizard, and so I'm trying to find that box that you were talking about in order to get somebody to help me with this. Because I can tell you right now, this opportunity that you have presented, I mean, is for everybody. Anybody and their mother that has a 1099 can apply.
Absolutely. So yes. Again, if you go in,
I can contact you later. You don't want to have
Yeah.
to spend much time on that. That's not a problem. I just wanted to get to know, but it's fine. I'm looking at the app, and I sign in into my portal, and I'm looking at it right now. So
Yep.
So
Look
I personally myself own a company, so I will go ahead. I will be applying for this myself. So
Of course, everyone in this room should apply for yourself. And I bet every single one of us are 1099 somehow, somewhat. Hey, even though you don't qualify, at least go through the system, at least go through the process, because you're not just applying it for yourself. You are building a business right here, ladies and gentlemen. And think about all those 50 million people out there. Since last Wednesday, we already have over 150 cases that submit. Over 150 cases. Now, as a company, my goal is to get to 100 submission a day. 100 submission a day.
yeah, and let me add one more thing in reference to that. That since I missed a few of the meetings because I've been really busy, the one that caught my attention is the post that it was put on the Facebook page where you show, I think it was a screenshot of an email where you were getting all the submissions, and I was like, I gotta get on this. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is you can't get any easier than this.
As we speak, okay, let me show you the back office. You see, I'm not supposed to show you this. As we speak, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more that submitted in. Okay, so if we do a search on SETC, let me see. See, this is all the SETCs submitted in. There's one page. All the STC, you see?
And that is so crazy.
So again, it just since last Wednesday. And this is just the beginning. Remember, now is the holiday season. A lot of people out there having, vacations. They're not coming back yet. But now, once we already have insurance company, we already have mortgage broking company, we have other network marketing company are joining us. Not one or two. It's hundreds of people that joining us try to do something like this. So this is, it's keep coming. The question is that how many of this thing can you capture? Any, let me see, anyone else? Okay, so Sabrina, I see your hand still up. You have another question?
No, I'm sorry. Let me put it down.
Oh, no worry. Okay, again, 9 o'clock. I don't want to keep tracking on and on and on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you see the power right here. Change your life, 2024. This is
I
the
got
year.
one more question. I'm so sorry, real quick.
No. Let's go.
Just a quick question. In reference to this program, I know you have put up a lot of different flyers for different programs for Sequoia. Are you planning to make one specific one for this particular product?
It's already up there. in
Okay,
your back
great.
Where?
office.
Thank you.
Where is it? Where is
Okay,
it?
where
Because
is
I'm
it?
looking for it now.
Okay, go to your back office. Log into your back office.
Okay.
Look into your left menu. Underneath of left menu, you see something called marketing. And click on marketing, you will see marketing material.
Okay, great.
You see that?
Yep.
It's there already. And
Okey
now
doke.
we are coming up with a Chinese version is already out. I think Gio is working with our marketing team to come up with his Spanish version. Is that right, Gio?
That's correct. We're creating a couple of different versions for those who want to, spread the word out there.
So if you need any other languages, let us know. We will hit all the markets. All right, guys, let's go out there. And if not, Merry Christmas to all of you. And we see you next week.
Thank you
Same
very
to
much.
you.
Appreciate
Happy
it. Merry
holidays.
Thank you,
Christmas.
Alan.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
man.
Christmas.
Thank you, Alan.
Happy holiday, everyone.
Thank you, Alan.